Wasteland Cop is nothing more than just an action sci-fi movie about a cop in the wasteland and his badass car.
Hey, boss, what are we doing today?
I am Brendan Murphy and I play the Marshal. The Marshal is the law in this town, if there is such a thing. There are drug dealers of a thing called Sweet. He's trying to keep under order. There's other criminals doing robberies and crime.
What's this? Give it to me.
Something appears to be not what it originally appeared, and he's seeing things that he thought he'd seen before, and everybody is kind of confused by what's happening around them.
Come on, Drebin, you're making me look bad in front of my friends.
And he's faced with things that he's never been faced with before, still having to take care of his team and still having to fight the same people he was fighting.
Might want to try some burn cream instead of all those injections.
But in addition, there's something completely different. I didn't want him to be just a badass.
I had worked with him before.
I had worked with Angelo before on a film called Wastelander. It was the predecessor to Wasteland Cop. Similar characters, similar cool cars, battles, lasers, special effects. And it was a long process. I really enjoyed myself, and when the filming ended, I kind of felt sort of lost because I've been doing it for so long, so what am I going to do this weekend? So after having rest and recuperating, and I heard there was going to be another one, I was questioning it, but ultimately I was like, yeah, I needed to do another film with Angelo that's kind of in the same world and vein and genre. And I appreciated the differences of this film as well. It wasn't the same thing repeated. There was a lot of new ideas, refreshing ideas.
I'm sure that at some point or another, he probably thinks to himself that he's a good enough actor to be doing better stuff than Wastelander and Wasteland Cop. And that's 100% true. And that's what makes him pretty good, because he's pretty indifferent to it a lot of times.
I didn't think it fit the script, and I don't think that's what Angelo wanted.
You the one they call the dirtbagger?
If I had brought in a guy who was much younger, and that guy in his head was thinking, this is so badass, you would see it in the performance. And so I really like Brendan's indifference.
Marshal.
A type of film like this can have just like that character be a standard badass. There's nothing appealing to me about that. So having some different dimensions, and Angelo saying, you know, don't just be the guy that always wins, that's always gonna win every fight. Yes, serious, yes, able to take care of himself, but also with some levity.
Got some more of this?
Because he has some people that he's working with and some characters that he has to deal with where he's got to have kind of a sense of humor about it. Have some vulnerabilities. It's much more realistic, it's much more interesting.
You enjoying yourself?
Very much. Thank you for asking.
I think it also keeps him somewhat grounded and sane in this insane world that he's trying to keep law and order in place.
I'm John Proudstar, and I play Rourke Thunderbird. He's into the mechanics of hot rods. That's what he's known for in his family. He has several daughters and a wife who's kind of integral to the story. And that's how he's kind of sort of caught up in all this.
And why should I help you?
So I'm the kind of guy that always returns a favor?
He had told me that he was writing something, he was considering me for something, and I was like fine with anything, you know, being involved in it in any way, shape, or form. I didn't have too much of an ego.
We had a cop snooping around today.
When I thought of the character as he does everything for his family, so he's overly cautious with anyone coming in, even these cops coming in to ask him all these questions, and he doesn't much care about what they're looking for.
Hands off my woman.
Your lady friend here isn't being too cooperative.
Is there a problem? She commit a crime?
It's easy for me because I'm a family man. I've always been a family man. I raised my daughter on my own, and that type of character is really close to me, and I think that's why I keep getting cast as that guy. There wasn't a lot of like mental preparation for it or anything. It was just be myself with a little more attitude.